Konasatatu is Animdon Super Boys. Welcome back to the Super Championship in 2025. We're moving on to round 10 at the Goodwood Motor Circuit for our special race of the year, the GT86 race, as part of the Treble Crown. We obviously have three races: the Le Mans, we have the GT86 race, and we have the Watkins Glen Classic F1. They are the Triple Crown. And every driver needs to win it in a single season. One driver needs to win all three of them in a single season to be given the Treble Crown. And yeah, we're looking forward to today. It'll be good. It'll be good to see how it goes. And hopefully there's no mess like last week. A mild disclaimer, my daughter's wide awake, will not sleep for me. Didn't sleep last night either, so I'm quite tired. Yeah, anyway, let's get cracking on. Reverse grid day, gents, don't forget, reverse grid. So there is the possibility for a hat trick today as well, so it'll be interesting to see. Anyway, the lobby is now open and we will set going in about 5 minutes time. We'll get qualifying. So the lobby is now open. Wow, that was quick. Icon, Alejandro Martinez both joined at the same time. Zapla, Luke, Alessandro has joined, a new driver for Spider Racing. Very, very excited about Alessandro. 9 people here, thank you so much. If you're not already, please do hit that like button, and if you're new, definitely subscribe. Hello, Antonio Scala. Never seen you here before. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so glad that you're here to watch this race. And oh, I messed up. Whoopsies. I messed up. It's supposed to be the GT86. I messed up. Give me a sec. I forgot to change that. No. Everyone's going to have to ready up the car. I'm not going to be able to change until everyone... People are still initializing. Yes. This is a nightmare. Please everybody ready up when you get the chance. I need to alter the settings because I forgot to change one of them. Livery, Lancia, calling me a slacker. This livery's been done for 2 months. So yeah, you'd want to get in my level of readiness. And you can check it out on my my page. Let's just say hello to everybody in the chat. Pan Am, Distinct Icon, Lancia, Justin, Pan Am. Oh, I've already called you out. Sam Grab here. Antonio, Matt Alonso, Luke. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. 13 people here, thank you so much. If you're not already, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. If you're new, definitely subscribe because these races are fantastic. This championship is also very, very high skilled, and it would be fantastic to have everybody watch it week in, week out. These guys put a lot of effort in, and it'd be fantastic to be able to have more people watching. I think the settings are adjusted now. Yes, now the GT86 can be selected. And I'll change my car just for the sake of it. Quentin Rambat has joined. Both Luke and Ben Hughes here. Aiden. Pan Am is there. Luke is there somewhere as well. Oh yes, Luke there. Icon, Alejandro Martinez, Jorben Verschuur, and I've yet to see others. Julian's joining now. Quentin is there. Andy Bianchi has yet to turn up. Has anyone heard from Bianchi today? Unless he told me he wasn't joining this weekend. It is crazy, isn't it, Julian? It's quite crazy. We're already halfway through the season. Who's missing today? Hayabusa Turbo cannot be here. Hayabusa Turbo cannot be here. He must leave. He is not a WSC driver. Me and Andy not joining. Okay. Okay, so that's my two drivers then. Okay, let's get going with qualifying then. The qualifying will begin, gents. Let's get going. Pretty full race indeed, Julian. Pretty full race. Anyway, qualifying will begin. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this going. I hear Super. No, you hear my daughter. We're calling her Spiderling. We're going to call her the Spiderling. Alejandro Martinez, the first man on track, followed closely by Zapla. Zapla out on track with that. Spider Racing number 13, and our new driver, all the way from Italy, filling the gap in the Spider Racing team, is Alessandro. In his number 47 Spider Racing. Fantastic to have him here. Dubbed to be a very, very quick driver, so we're looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Everyone has changed the rear wing. Absolutely everyone. There's not a single person that hasn't changed the rear wing. Which is amusing because the GT6 standard wing is actually rather nice. Verschure last year got very close to winning this race around Willow Springs. But unfortunately could only manage third. So it would be interesting to see, can he get decent result here today. He obviously last week almost had a fantastic day out, so he's hoping to have a better day today than he did last week. For sure now. Pan Am out on track as well, and he's RG Labs car. He's RG Labs 86. Spider Junior, yes indeed, and she is not in good form unfortunately, so I'm not sure how well this race is going to go for me, but we will have to just wait and see. She's refusing to go to sleep, so that's fantastic. They're sure out on track. Alejandro Martinez will be the first man to cross the line and set a lap time. Quentin Rambat looks like he is going to beat that time. And he does by 4/10 of a second. Icon goes onto provisional pole by 2/10 of a second. Zapla goes fifth fastest. Alessandro goes fourth fastest. 3/10 off of El Matador. Only good for 11th. Yorby goes third, as Matt Alonso called him, Jorben Verschoor. Nice quick lap time for him. He's really finding a stride with his new racing wheel, and he's doing a fantastic job. He's 4/10 off of Quentin Rambat, 6/10 away from Icon. Julian sitting in 6th at the moment. Beautiful livery done for Golden Bach this week. I really like that design. I really like that design. Alessandro goes third fastest, 55 thousandths of a second away from Quentin Rambat. Yeah. Julian unleashed the beast. Oh, Julian could be on for something here. Oh, 1 second behind Luak. It looked like he was getting very close to what could have been a fast lap. Oh, Alejandro Martinez pirouetting through the grass with 1 second time penalty. Aiden moves up the pack a little bit, up to 7th. Pan Am sitting in 6th now at the moment. Jorben Verschoor still out on track. Alessandro, the fastest man on the track in Sector 2. Now, through the chicane of death, how will he fare out? That is the real question here. Alessandro now makes it through the chicane of death with absolutely no damage. Now barrels down towards the line and goes on to provisional pole by 3/10 of a second. A 23.9 is what he has set. That is outrageously quick. And then finds the barrier soon after. Icon in the pits. Released now. Sure, still down in 4th on an outlap. 6 minutes done in this qualifying session. Aiden struggling to find time to catch Julian. Oh, he's up 7/10 of a second now. Is Aiden on his personal best? Ooh, that was very edgy there. If you get up in that grass, it can punish you, and punish you very severely if you get it wrong. Something is written on. This was not in the budget. Zapla improves on his lap time by 3/10 of a second, closes the gap to Julian by 3/10 and goes 1/10 away from him. Pan Am struggling to find some time out there. Pan Am obviously with a penalty to serve, as well as all of the qualifying. Have to have a really good start, and wow, has he gone a quick lap there. He is only 12 thousandths of a second away from Quentin. There is Pan Am. That is a staggeringly quick lap. Julian improves massively as Zapla drops away 6/10 of a second from him. Now, is Zapla improving? Here we're about to find out in Sector 2. Zapla is not improving on his lap time. Mad Julian, says Gabri player. Julian running in 8th at the moment. Letting that rear end slide around as Aidan closes in to try and gain a little bit of advantage. A little bit of a slipstream. And how is Aidan through Sector 2? Aidan is not improving. Icon crosses the line, does not improve. Quentin Rambert crosses the line, does not improve. Pan Am will be next to cross the line. Looks like he might be improving just a little bit. No, he bails off into the pits. Now Aidan next to cross the line. And is he improving is the question. I wouldn't imagine so. It doesn't look particularly quick. Now Verschure crosses the line. Definitely does not improve. Alejandro El Matador Martinez is now out on the track on a fast lap, on a push, and can he find some time? He's down at 7th at the moment. There is no margin between everyone today. Everyone's very, very close together. Alejandro Martinez drifting his 8.6 around. That would have cost him time. Race that he's won in the past from the pit lane. Alejandro Martinez won this race from the pit lane in the past, which is wild. An 8.6 race winner at this very circuit when he was dressed in red and not green. Jorgen Verschure now. Alejandro Martinez dives off into the pits. Verschure now pushing it to the line. It's not going to be fast enough. Julian now on an outlap. Sam Grabher really struggling. And he is 2 seconds slower than his personal best so far. Took that corner quite okay though. Julian has found the barriers. Aidan liking his new setup. Where did you put it? What the hell? Where did you put it? A little bit of a bit of the horn. No, you're lying right on top of it. Here. Yeah. Aidan, 48 thousandths of a second away from his teammate. Alessandro, though, is the man to beat at the moment with only 8 minutes left on the clock. Verschure now. Good launch through there. Is it going to be fast enough is the question. I don't think it is. It is, and he improves by 0.3 of a second, goes forward fastest. 8 thousandths of a second away from Quentin. Relax, you're fine. You're fine, relax. 16 people here, thank you so much. If you're not already, please do hit that like button. A like helps out quite a lot and helps push this race to more and more people on YouTube. So if you can find it in your heart to hit that like button, I really would appreciate it. It helps us massively, and if you're new, definitely please do subscribe. Quentin is down by 0.7 of a second, has a 3-second time penalty. Child instantly starts crying. Icon dives off and into the pits. Alejandro starts off a push lap now. Not much time left to get these push laps down and done. 9 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, boys. I really do appreciate it. And Alejandro Martinez spins out. Julian. Is he finding some lap time? He might be. Pan Am improves and goes third fastest. Quentin struggling a little bit. Alessandro, first time on a WSC race, and he is doing a fantastic job. He's 69 thousandths of a second ahead of Icon. And Icon is really, really struggling. He's really trying to get more out of that car, and he's just not finding it. If Alessandro could win today, it'd be the first time in a very long time that we've had a debut win in the Super Championship. And it'd be the first ever win for Spider Racing. First ever win for Spider Racing. 5 years of competing in this competition and never once has won a race. Today might be the day that all changes. How did you get it there? Here. For sure it's in the pits now. Can Quentin find some extra time? Alejandro Martinez slipstreaming his teammate. I'm going to have to try and figure that one out because we have Alessandro and Alejandro, so we're going to have to try and remember the difference between them two. We're going to have to try and remember how to say them independently. El Matador. He is a fan. I am a fan today. I am quite fan. Oh, a little beep from Alejandro Martinez too. Oh, someone was going off and into the grass. Seeing if the hay is ready to be cut. Alejandro Martinez, is he improving? He really needs to find some really seriously quick lap time here. He comes up towards the chicane of death. Icon goes through it. And now Alejandro Martinez trying to pull a slipstream from his teammate down towards the start-finish line. Crosses it. Does he improve? He does, but not enough to get ahead of Aiden. He is now 10 thousandths of a second away. And look at this top 7. Top 7 are essentially 7/10 apart. That is absolutely outrageous. Top 8 are a second apart. That is nuts. Icon's trying to find some extra time here. He's going to really have to do it because only 3 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left in this qualifying session. Alessandro is not looking like he's going to be outdone here today. 69 thousandths of a second is what Icon needs to find. Can Icon find that? No, he can't. Not right now. Maybe he'll find it in the final sector here. It needs to be a quick way through the chicane of death. Icon using all of the track as quickly as he can. Goes through. Takes as much grass as he's possible without doing damage to his lap time. Icon now towards the line. Does not improve. Alejandro Martinez into the pits. Julian following behind Ben Hughes. Luak is in the points. Not quality points, but he's in the points. You're a menace, you know that. You're a menace. You're a menace. Why won't you sleep? Normally she's quite happy to sleep with people talking, but today she's just having none of it. Luke now, through the chicane of DAYZ, looking to improve on his lap time. He might just do it here. Nope, he's down 0.5 of a second. Icon next across the line. Oh, he improves by 12 thousandths of a second, but it's not good enough to get close to Alessandro. He will get one more go at trying to get ahead of Alessandro. Ten seconds on the clock before the final is started. Jorben Verschuur now. Desperately trying to find some extra lap time. Mind you, his tank is rather full, which will slow him down a little bit. Oh, he was going fast though. He improves and he goes third fastest. Surprised he didn't get a penalty for it. Surprised he didn't get a penalty for that. He went right over the line. Obviously, though, it was good enough, and he is gone third fastest. But how can Pan Am respond now is the question. Pan Am's time is up. Icon has given up. What about Quentin Rambat? He is on his final. Lawnmower goes faster. Wow, says Matt Alonso. That is another 6 points for Verschuur. That's 2 weeks in a row where Verschuur has had two very good qualifying results. But it's Alessandro who takes pole position and the full 8 points, unless Quentin can deny him. Quentin is not improving. Alejandro Martinez on a final. Oh, gets a little bit out of shape. Pushes now, does Alejandro Martinez. Can he improve? He will not improve. And that is your order, ladies and gentlemen. That is your order for the first time ever. Alessandro, the new Spider Racing driver, starts on pole. Obviously he will start last, but he gets the full haulage of 8 points. What a result for Alessandro. Icon in the pits. Verschuur, another fantastic result, as we've seen already. Third for Verschuur. And who's starting on pole? It is Sam Grab here, followed by Ben Hughes, Luke, Zapla, and then Julian, who has managed to secure a point for Golden Bach. I don't think Toon was sandbagging somehow, considering he hasn't played Gran Turismo in almost 3 weeks. We're about to start this race, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. This will be a very interesting race. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Toon said something in the Discord. He did, yeah. He was missing for 3 weeks or something. I didn't even know Lucy was in the room. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this race. Come on, Lil. No. Chill. Relax. Okay, boys. Everybody, we're going to get going here now. Please, everybody, take it easy today. There's no reason we should be all crashing into each other. This is a wide track with these cars. You could fit 3 of them side by side comfortably. Uncomfortably you can fit 4. I tested all of this, so there's no reason why we should be crashing into each other, And yeah, let's just try and keep it clean. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for round 10 of the Super Championship in 2025. Here. Yeah. Come here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One of the races on the Treble Crown. The signature GT86 WSC race. 5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go. And Sam Grebher gets a great start. Ben Hughes and also a fantastic start. Moves out of the way already. Ben, I'm not sure what Ben is doing. Ben moving out of the way. Everyone is going okay. Zappla making up places already, trying to fight with Luke for second place. Alejandro Martinez up to 4th. Julian in 5th now. Someone has gone off the track already. Who was that? It was Aiden. ARP Masterclass indeed. Luke holding on. Everyone very, very close quarters. Sam Grab here really gets away here. He's using my strat, says Lancia. Alejandro Martinez up to 3rd now. Quentin Rambat already in 4th. Where is Icon? Icon's still down in 10th, fighting with Verschure. Where is Alessandro? Alessandro is up to 6th now. Julian. Oh, look at this. Alessandro looking to make moves already. Wow, Zappla fighting now. As Quentin goes past. Quentin might even get past everyone here. Alejandro Martinez takes the lead of the race, with Quentin following closely behind now. Sam Grabker drops to 3rd. Alejandro Martinez going side by side with Quentin. Quentin's going to have to back out of that one. Chicane of Death does not like 2 into it. Icon going very close with Luke. Luke's still in 4th. Zappla getting right past Quentin here. And Alejandro Martinez moves out into the lead of this race by 0.8 of a second. Verschure making up places now. He's up in 7th. Icon in 5th. Alessandro down in 6th at the moment as Alejandro Martinez continues to pull away. He hit it. Rambat damage? No damage for Rambat. Just about as he is the fastest man on the track. Alessandro still in 6th, staying very close with Icon here. Luak still in 4th place. What a valiant effort from Luak today. Alejandro Martinez still leading this race. Seven-tenths out and ahead. Quentin now in 2nd place once again. Zappla fighting with that. Luak still holding on to 4th, holding off Icon and Alessandro as Verschure now comes on the scene. Pan Am down in 8th. Grab here all the way down now in 12th. Alessandro moves up to 5th as Icon drops to 6th. Verschure still very much there. Alejandro Martinez now under pressure once again from the Dutchman. Ooh, Icon goes very wide. Quentin takes the lead of the race away from El Matador. Icon went off the track. Now has to try and catch up to Verschure. Alessandro catching Luak now. Luak doing a fantastic job. Zappla 1.7 out ahead of Luak. Alejandro Martinez staying very closely with Quentin. Luak on softs. That is why he's staying so far up in 4th. Alessandro though has other plans. That's still leading this race. Alejandro threading the needle. So is Zapla and so is Quentin. Icon now starting to catch back up to Verschure as Alessandro goes through on Luke. Tyre choices are extremely interesting today. Aiden, wow, he's nearly 10 seconds behind Julian. Julian's kind of in no man's land on his own out there. Grab here, really struggling. Verschure starting to struggle a little bit as he goes past Luke now. Alejandro Martinez has dropped away from Quentin. 4 laps down. S Sports Softs and Hards will struggle on the first stint. Yes, they may do indeed. The second stint will be very, very interesting. Quentin Rabat now leading this race. Softs on that car, mediums on Alejandro Martinez, as now Alessandro goes through on his teammate not putting up any fuss. Pan Am has, I believe, served his drive-through penalty. If he has not, he has to complete it on this lap. He has a drive-through penalty which needs to be served within the first 5 laps. I think he's already served it. He must have already served it. Pan Am must have already served that. We will check after the race is concluded. Your Wi-Fi just died, Sam. Just make sure you take a photograph of it, but just of the disconnect. Just make sure you have a picture of the disconnect. 16 people here, thank you so much. If you're not already, please do hit that like button. Has Pan Am served his drive-through penalty is the question. So we weren't watching him, we were watching battles going on throughout the race. If he has not, he needs to do now, but if he stays out, he must have. Oh, Alessandro comes into the pits already. Icon is in the pits too. Ooh, Pan Am goes wide. Ben Hughes will smell blood with that one. Pan Am coming into the pits. Very much possible. He must. Served at lap 2? Okay, good man, Pan Am. Thank you so much, dude. Thanks for making that really easy. Aiden's in the pits now, so Quentin is still out in first place. Alejandro Martinez in second, 4.2 back. Zapla, 2.5 back, as Verschure now is starting to hunt. Zapla, Luke still doing a fantastic job in 5th place. What a turnaround from Luke. Luke Romitan has to have just decided, you know what, enough. I'm sick of this, and just pulled out all the stops. And definitely, you can notice this guy is practicing. This guy is really putting effort into his game. He's really putting effort into his ability to race. Alejandro Martinez into the pits now. Verschure takes 3rd and is closing in on Zapla. 17 people here, don't go anywhere because this race is going to unfold very interestingly. Zapla now really closing in, or sorry, Verschure now really closing in on Zapla. 2/10 the gap, 1/10 the gap. Where will he try and make a move to come past? Verschure now around the outside, looking to come through on Zappala. Zappala closes that door off. Zappala fighting as hard as he can. Luke back up to 4th place. Luke still on softs. They're sure. Now might have a run. And Zappala. Zappala now 0.3 of a second ahead of Verschure. Verschure gets ahead of Zappala as he pulls off and into the pits, and Luke now moves up to 3rd place. Good man, Luke. What a day for Luke. He's doing fantastically well. Ben Hughes now moves up to 6th. Alessandro is down in 7th. Alejandro Martinez in 8th. Icon is down in 9th. Pan Am in the points. Zappala refueling. Ben Hughes in 5th now. Verschure. Trying to think, what would Verschure be thinking? He's on mediums, so those mediums will come to play for him. Quentin. Icon, the fastest man on track, with a 124.6. Still going strong. Luke is catching him. Julian in 4th now. Golden Bach have always had a good strategy when they turn up to these races. Every race they come, they have a good strategy. It's something external that catches them. But can today be different? As now, Jorgen is catching Quentin. Has Quentin had a little bit of an incident because he's losing a rapid amount of time? Luke starting to drop away now just a little bit as the tyres start to show their true colours, as Alessandro now is back to 6th place. And now we'll begin to hunt down Ben Hughes. "13 people here. Don't go anywhere because you're going to miss something." Everyone's kind of spread out at the moment. Aiden is improving at his lap time. Down in 11th at the moment, 0.9 of a second away from his teammate. Of course, there are other cars who need to pit. Alessandro, fastest man on track in sector 2. Can he set the fastest lap of the race? Crossing the line now as Julian comes into the pits. Alessandro might catch Ben Hughes here very shortly. Alessandro crosses the line and does go fastest and is catching Ben Hughes very, very quickly. Alessandro now 0.8 of a second away from Ben Hughes. 5 tenths now. 4 tenths. Oh, Ben Hughes is under real pressure here, as Alessandro moves up to 4th and now has to start hunting for Luke. And Luke is catching Verschoor. Quentin Rambat has stayed out. Luke doing a fantastic job. 25 seconds is the gap, as these three titans are coming towards the front. Alejandro Martinez, Icon, and Alessandro. Zapla coming as well, and so is Ben Hughes. Ben Hughes holding his own at the moment. Ben Hughes in St. Pits. Julian about to enter a fight here with Pan Am. Pan Am moves out, looks to take the place away from Julian, and does so. Julian looking to fight it. Ooh, a little bit of bumping and shoving. Julian returns the position. Julian hits the barrier at the chicane of death. That was very, very close. That could have been a lot worse. That's a front-engined car. Could have been engine failure had he hit it any bit more harder. 15 people here, thank you so much. Luke now trying to catch Luke trying to catch Verschoor. 1 second's that gap. Quentin is going to have to pit here soon. Alessandro really starting to catch now. Luke, 21 seconds. It was 26 seconds. Icon, 4.4 away from Alessandro. Jorben now, still holding off Luke for the time being. They're going to have to enter the pits now. They're really pushing their cars beyond what they're capable of at the moment. They're going to have to pit. They're going to have to pit now. Verschoor and Luke. Where is Alessandro? Alessandro is not that far away. I'm not sure how long the pit window is, but he's definitely within it. Verschoor into the pits, Luke into the pits. Where is Alessandro? Alessandro will get ahead of them, as Alessandro now goes second. Icon will move up to third, and Martinez will move to fourth. "13 people here, thank you so much." Verschoor now released, and he's just behind Zapla. Now the question is, I think Luke is following Verschoor. He's definitely following what Verschoor is doing, and that is a very, very, very intelligent decision. Verschoor, one of the quickest drivers we've had in the Super Championship. 38 seconds is the gap. Where is Alessandro? It's going to be very, very, very close for Quentin as he now comes into the pits. How long is it going to take for him to fill that car to get to the end of this race? He's now refueling. Where is Alessandro? Alessandro coming through the chicane of death now. Alessandro takes the lead of this race as Quentin is just released right behind him. Icon now right behind Quentin. Verschuur and Luke still very close together. Zapla improving on his lap times. At the moment, Alessandro has completed the hat-trick. Of course, he needs to finalise that, but he has gotten reverse quali. He's gotten the reverse quali pole. He has the fastest lap at the moment, and he's in the lead of this race. He would be the second person ever to complete the hat-trick. Stop. Quentin now 4.6 behind, as Icon now starting to get very close to Quentin. 1.2 the gap. $15 people here, thank you so much. If you've not done already, please do hit that like button for me. It really helps out, get this race out to more and more people on YouTube, and which is what we so desperately need. Martinez now. Icon goes ahead of Quentin. Emir 0.5 of a second ahead of Quentin now. The Dutchman is struggling here today. As Icon and Quentin battle, Alejandro Martinez starts to smell a little bit of blood and is catching now as well. Verschuur up to 6th and is catching Zapla. $15 laps down. 14 people here, thank you so much for stopping by to check us out. Verschuur is catching Zapla very quickly here. Luik has had an off. What a that'll be very disappointing for him, because he's had such a good race up until that point. That'll be very disappointing for him. He's still in 7th. And there's still opportunities to play. As Verschuur now is starting to catch. Matt said that softs and hards will suffer in the second stint, and at the moment, so far, he has been right. Verschuur now starting to catch Zapla. Zapla now only 3.6 up the road. Verschuur going very slowly. Did he have an off? He may have done. I think he definitely had an off. Yes, he did. He had a big off and got reset as Pan Am now goes through on Luik. Pan Am now coming up on Verschuur. Verschuur fighting him as best he can. Pan Am goes around on the inside trying to get past him. He was going to make sure the wheat was ready for cutting. Verschuur now 2/10 the gap between himself and Pan Am. James now 0.2 of a second away from Verschuur, now in the slipstream. Will there be any room for a move on down here? No, I don't think so. He's too far behind. He's too far back. Verschuur keeps it tight there too. And just to pull away just a little bit. Pan Am Starting to catch now, really starting to catch Verschure. Alejandro Martinez has caught up to Quentin. Quentin now really under pressure, as El Matador really is pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. 8, now he goes ahead of him. Alejandro Martinez gets ahead of the Dutchman. Alessandro is 7 seconds out in the lead of this race. The new Spider Racing driver, 7 seconds ahead of Icon. Will they have to pit again is the question. Will that fuel hold up to the end? Alessandro has a little bit more fuel than Icon. Icon now starting to pick up the pace just a little bit. Quentin sliding through right behind Alejandro Martinez. 1.2 seconds the gap. Verschure still under pressure from Pan Am. Luke falling back just a little bit. Pan Am 3/10 away from Verschure. As now he really is getting close. Pan Am closing in. And improving on his lap time too. However, as you can see, Pan Am's tyres are starting to wear out a lot quicker than Verschure's, and he's used a whole lot more of his tyre. Three-tenths the gap now. Can Pan Am find any way to come past Verschure here? Tyres are really starting to struggle for Pan Am. He's used a lot of that front right, and he's losing a lot of time. Oh, Zapla takes a trip through the garden just to see how the daisies are cutting. Quentin Rambat now really struggling. Unless he's preserving for something, because he's on medium compound tyres now. I think Quentin has something up his sleeve. 2.9 the gap now to Alejandro Martinez, nearly 3 seconds. Alessandro, tiny bit more fuel than Icon, but they're essentially on the same strategy here. Zapla in the middle of no man's land. Garden looks good, says Justin through the team radio. I'm glad the garden is good, Justin. I'm so glad. Running nicely in 5th place is Zapla. Quentin Rambat now 3.4 away from Alejandro Martinez. We're going to come back to this little battle down here between Verschure and Pan Am, as it's now 0.8 of a second the gap. As Pan Am's tyres are really starting to struggle and give up on him just a little bit. Look, still down in 8th, running his own race. Aiden just really struggling today is Aiden. 8.7 seconds away from Julian. Julian, who's still running with that damage. Look, 4 points will go to him today if he holds on to where he is. Luke has gotten damage. Oh, what a disaster for Luke. Pan Am now has dropped out of the slipstream of Verschure. Quentin Rambat has yet to unleash himself, it would seem. Just preserving things just a little bit, as Alejandro Martinez is really on a push here today. Alejandro Martinez 7.1 seconds away. Everyone kind of starting to hold their breath here just a little bit for Spider Racing, as Alessandro 7.1 seconds in the lead of this race. At the moment, set to complete the hat-trick. And there you go. Quentin has unleashed himself. 3.6 the gap when it was 4.6, and is now starting to hunt Alejandro Martinez. And Quentin has done a fantastic job of preserving his tyres. Is he just too far back? 20 seconds to the lead of this race with only 9 laps left remaining. I think he might not have enough. I think he might have given too much away here. Verschure down at 6th. Icon now 5.2 seconds away from Alessandro. Alessandro must have... He has had an off. Alessandro has crashed into the barriers and has damage. With 8 laps left remaining in this race, now Icon has an advantage. 5.1 is the gap. Can Alessandro get his 8.6 home in 8 laps? Quentin now starting to fall again away from Alejandro Martinez. Oh, Alessandro is in big trouble. Icon is 4.9 seconds away now. He has ran such a perfect race up until this point. Zapla 6.6 away from Verschure, as Verschure now has put some nice distance between himself and Pan Am. Start is now in no man's land himself. Hate wheel again, says Aiden. Verschure now 6.3. You can see Zapla up the road. It's unlocking that little bit of pace to catch him is the question. Verschure now is going to have to try and answer. Quentin might be too far to reach as he goes off the track and has now gotten damage himself. Quentin has damage. He found the barrier. Alejandro Martinez 10 seconds away from Icon. Icon 4.6 away from Alessandro. 7 laps left remaining. His heart must be pounding in his chest. Alessandro 4.8 the gap now. Icon goes through there rapidly quick. Icon 4.6 away. Quentin 10 seconds up the road from Zapla, and Jorben Verschure has found more time. He's now 5.2 away from Zapla. 4.3 the gap between Icon and Alessandro. gap between Zappla and Verschure is now 4.6 seconds. Verschure might... Oh, bless you. Pan Am starting to catch... Oh, Pan Am has kept up with Verschure. He's not far away. Quentin now really starting to struggle. 9.4 is the gap between himself and Zappla. Alejandro Martinez pretty much has guaranteed himself third unless he makes a seriously bad mistake. He is in no man's land. Alessandro 4.2 seconds up the road from Icon. Softs fresh for GB. Softs fresh indeed. 4.5 is the gap. And now Alessandro has gotten through a back marker of Julian. Icon needs to get past Julian very quickly in order to try and catch. With 4 laps remaining, Alessandro, who's 4 seconds up the road. The question is, how much of that car can Icon unleash? Seconds the gap between Verschure and Zappla. Zappla is racing for his life here, really pushing his car as hard as he can. Is Verschure, I wonder, a little bit nervous about his fuel levels? Pan Am isn't catching, but also in a similar situation, starting to run out of fuel. Zappla 6.7 away from Rambat. Alejandro still in third. No man's land. 18 seconds up the road from Quentin. 13 seconds back the road from Icon. And now Icon has broken into the 3 second mark. 3.9 the gap. Icon definitely going to try and take away the hat-trick away from Alessandro. Alessandro would be the second person ever to complete the hat-trick, with the 4-time world champion and current only man to have completed the hat-trick right behind him and catching him. And it's in the straight is where Alessandro will struggle with that front wing and left suspension damage. Alessandro now goes through the chicane of death and does gain a little bit of time back on Icon. Icon's fuel levels are concerning. 3 laps left remaining. El Matador goes through. Oh, I thought he was going to go into the pits there for a second. Alejandro Martinez giving me a heart attack. Unnecessary. And now, how far away is Verschure from Zappla? 3.9, still the same. Lewick is losing a lot of time to Julian behind him. And Icon now has entered the red stage of fuel and has had to go into a lower fuel mode. He's losing time. Alessandro leading the GT86 race with 3 laps to go. Now 2 laps to go, as he's now stuck behind Lewick, a back marker, as Icon navigates the chicane of death superbly, and 3.8 and makes up so much time. Alessandro Still struggling to get past. Look, now goes past, as Icon now is 3.5 away. 2 laps left remaining. Verschure 3 seconds away from Zappla, whose tyres are now starting to struggle massively. Verschure really catching him. Verschure didn't get through the chicane of death as quickly as he would have hoped. .2 the gap. 3 seconds the gap now. 2.8. Zappla finds himself looking for DAYZ once again, and now that gap is 9 tenths, 7 tenths of a second, 5 tenths of a second. Verschure seeks blood and goes through to 5th. Now Jorben has got the Dutchman just ahead of him, and the Dutchman is struggling. Icon 3.2 seconds away from Alessandro. Quentin has a big uphill battle here to get to the end. Mind you, so does Verschure. Both fuel modes are not looking fantastic, and Zappla hasn't exactly disappeared. The only thing that has happened is they've brought Pan Am back into this mix. It's now a big fight for 4th place between 4 cars. Quentin Rambert, Jorben Verschure, Justin Zappla and Janes. Come on, Julian and Desmo, says Gabri. Julian down in 9th at the moment, 14 seconds away from Luke, as Alejandro Martinez is looking to come through and does so. 2.2 the gap. Alessandro must have his heart in his mouth, as he has the 4-time world champion in his rear view mirror. Alessandro now comes through the chicane of death for the second last time this race, and starts his final lap, as Icon is now 1.9, 2 seconds. Damage on the front wing. Quentin is now under pressure as well, as Jorben is starting to hunt him down. .9 the gap. Alessandro under huge pressure. 1.8 the gap. Icon absolutely reeling him in now. Fuel modes are starting to look very, very scary. Alessandro 1.7 seconds. Icon 1.6 behind. .5 seconds now the gap. Verschure 8 tenths away from Rambat. 1.5. Alessandro has got 5 corners away from his first ever win, and the first ever time Icon hasn't won a hat-trick. He will be the second driver ever. 1.3 the gap now as he comes through the chicane of death. Now it's just straight road all to the line. For the first time ever, Alessandro will win a Super Championship race and Spider Racing win for the first time ever in 5 years. Wow. Alejandro Martinez will finish 3rd. Quentin under pressure here from Verschure. And Verschure gets past him. Quentin Rambat drops to 5th. Could there be drama yet? Pan Am's closing in. Verschure 1/10. 1/10 ahead. 3/10 ahead. Quentin Rambat. Oh, is he fighting it back? He is. But it's not going to be enough. Verschure snatches fourth away from Rambat. Oh, and that's 12 thousandths of a second between Rambat and Pan Am. Wow. That is an insane finish. Insane finish. But it's Alessandro who wins by 9/10 of a second. Wow. For the first time ever, Spider Racing have won a race. Alessandro wins on his debut and completes the hat-trick. Jorben finishes fourth. 12 points plus 6. Jorben comes away with 18 points. But it is Alessandro who wins for Spider Racing. How about that? Wow. What a turn of events. We're going to go straight to the anthems, folks. Straight to the anthems. I can't. Wow. Wow. What a race. Start pole. Driver of the day. And who else was very impressive today? Pan Am, to be honest. After a drive-through penalty to finish where he did. That's very impressive. There's your driver of the day vote, folks. Please do vote for your driver of the day. Okie dokie. Straight to the anthems. And for the first time ever, we will have the Spider Racing Team national anthem. Please, everybody, be respectful of Spider Racing's national anthem, the team's anthem, the Vietnamese national anthem. Now, please everybody be respectful of the driver's anthem, the Italian national anthem, and for the first time, not for Andy Bianchi or Scuderia Bianchi. I can't remember which one was which. Okay, please everybody be respectful of the Italian national anthem right after the ads go away. Okay, we'll use this one instead because it's the other one's not working. Okay, please everybody be respectful of the Italian national anthem. Congratulations, Spider Racing, and congratulations, Alessandro Flanso, on your first ever and debut win in the Super Championship and completing the hat-trick. For the second person ever to have completed the hat-trick. What a debut. That is how you say, hello, I'm here to fight for a title. Congratulations. What a race. What a race. Now, we are going to save the replay in case there is any incidents, though it looked pretty clean. Nonetheless, we'll save it anyway because that was a fantastic race. It's worth losing to Super. So Super gets... Let me read that again because I can't see it. It's worth losing so Super gets his wife's anthem. Fratelli d'Italia. Or Fratelli d'Italia. Decent fun for me. Well done, Luke. That was a great race for you. Fantastic race for you. Okay, boys, we're going to call the driver of the day vote now. Congratulations, Flanso. On top of all of that, Alessandro, you are the driver of the day. Wow. 46% of the votes. The Italian anthem is beautiful. It is absolutely a masterpiece. It is spectacularly good. Spectacularly good. Now I need to save that so that I can come back later. Spain is second. Spain is very good too. I like the German one. I actually quite like the German national anthem. I like the South African anthem. I think that's really good. I like the French anthem too. I think that's really good too. Scottish anthem that's very nice. I really like the Scottish one. But yeah, anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in and being part of the Triple Crown race, which is the GT86 one make that we have every year. And it has been completed in absolute style today. Absolute stunning style. Congratulations once again to Alessandro and Spider Racing. What a result for the team after 5 years. 5 years of waiting. And it comes true today on a very special race. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. And we will be back next week for our final race of this side of the season, and we will go into our summer break, and we will finish off this side of the championship with the F3 500s, and I'm looking forward to that too because it'll be a very good race. Very good race. There's 2 tracks that I'm thinking of at the moment. I've tested one of them. I need to test the other one now. But yes, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will see you again. Without further ado, go to Mila Magat, August, Slán, Avalia.